Welcome back, guys, to episode 2 of the Passing the 25k Apex Funded Challenge. Today's Thursday, the 2nd of July, and there's a lot more trades coming your way today. About 6 or 7 trades, some winners, some losers. We made some money today. I won't spoil anything, but we did make some money. We made some mistakes also, which is probably good. A good reflection for me and good showcase for you guys how I trade and that I'm not perfect as well. Sometimes mistakes do happen. As you can see, it is market open right now. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video and let's get straight into this. Right, now moving on to trade one. As you can see, this is a fairly quick one. This is the second candle of market open. Just before market open, we had this big red bearish candle and I am drawing a fib from it, just from the candle, as during market open, buyers and sellers are fighting full control for the day. Is very volatile. As you can see, the day is being very volatile. These candles are like 100-point candles. So I am planning on selling here from the 50% mark. Just a quick scalp again, as you know, that's what I like. Quick 10 points made up to the 38.2% mark. Realistically, I could open this up a bit, but it is still very early on in the day, so the buyers and sellers are still fighting quite aggressively. I'm going in for another one as it failed to break that, as it basically failed to flip the candle at all. We're taking that trade here. Obviously, I could actually extend, as I was saying, I could extend my take profit here, as I do think we might even go down to test VWAP even. However, there's no point, as I said early on, quick 40 bucks made with basically no drawdown. Right, now moving on to trade 2. As you can see, we failed to break highs of the day just before this. We had a big doji candle and now we have a huge red candle here. The 5-minute candle is about to close and I am looking at delta on the left side. As you can see, sellers don't look amazing. Buyers are trying to step through it. It looks a little bit consolidatory. Yeah. I thought about going in with 2 contracts, however I do change it to 1. And I do have this super strike mouse which reacts on like haptic feedback, so I accidentally actually get into a double trade here. This wasn't meant to happen. This did tilt me a little bit because yeah, it was supposed to just be 1 contract. However, now I am down 40 bucks, or just over 40 bucks. However, as we did fail to flip that candle green and we flip red, I do market sell here, as I am looking for a little bit of continuation. Half in my deficit. Not the greatest trade. Again, it was a mistake because I wasn't meant to enter that buy position twice, but it's okay, mistakes happen. I was a little bit tilty here, so it is a matter of controlling my emotions now and trying to reset. Now moving on to trade 3. This is one of my favorite type of setups. As you can see, this is a wick test forming where we have the doji at the top of the range with a big red candle engulfing basically the whole wick and more, and then this new candle retesting that wick. It is a 3 candle setup. I love these setups. Whenever they come about, I do try to take them. However, I mean, the entry here is perfect, everything is perfect. My trade management is poor though. As you can see, we have point of control just below my stop loss. I really should be putting that stop loss right above that top of that red candle, giving the trade room to breathe, expanding the TP, and as you can see, I get stopped out here for, I think it was 40 bucks times 2, I think, because I took 2 contracts on that. So yeah, I am entering this trade, and one more time I am tilting here a little bit because I knew I should have that stop loss above the top of the red candle. That is realistically the point of validation. My stop loss was a little bit random. I was hoping for a rejection from the 40 range. However, as we know, psych levels are good as one of the confluences, but they shouldn't be kept as basically a main point of contact But as we can see, I am thinking of entering here again. If we go down, I am ramping up a bit of contracts, which isn't advisable at all. I'm not even completely proud of these actions myself. However, I am fairly certain this will go down. As you can see, Delta failed to break through. Sellers stepping in, a lot of sellers stepping in now. That's one take profit here. And then, as you can see, there's a little bit of a rollover, and as the remaining trade was 2 contracts, I did exit out and basically got a break even there. I re-entered, which this is a horrible trade. This I shouldn't even be showing you really. I shouldn't be entering there. However, it's just 1 contract, so it's not the end of the day, and it does also end up paying break even as I do cancel it, as I'm not trying to be negative, as I did basically realize mid trade that I shouldn't be in this trade. What am I doing? But here I was tilting a little bit, especially off that little middle click. I wasn't happy at all. I stepped away for a little bit, took a little break, walked away from the monitor for 5 minutes, because honestly I think I wasn't thinking clearly, which is a very important lesson. As if something's not working, you take a break, you step away, and then we'll see what happens after I reset. Right, so now moving on to the next trade. I am trading with 2 contracts now. This is an eval. I am down a little bit. I'm down about $70 from the highs. It's nothing major, but as you can see, we failed to pump or retrace a little bit with that new green candle, and with the big wick that we just had, I'm fairly certain we retrace at least, or we retest at least half of the wick that we just created. That's why I'm entering short as soon as that candle flips red. I have a limit order there, and as you can see, that was a quick 20 points, and that halfway point of the wick, I'm pretty sure does get tested. Of course, again, I'm not looking for more, I'm not trying to be greedy. I am just a base hits type of person, but as you can clearly see, the halfway point does get hit. We might even run this now. We have VWAP coming up. It's rebouncing off the 200 EMA right now, and potentially VWAP now. However, I take my 10 points and I'm done. Right, now I think this is the 5th trade now. This is basically like a staple trade of mine. As you can see, big red candle. We're looking for basically a slight retrace, and that's an easy quick 10 points, basically getting top ticked on that take profit. And as you can see, this is why I only take 10 points. I'm not trying to look for more. If I look for more there, I either get stopped out break even, or even my stop loss gets hit. Easy 10 points, 150, basically break even on the day, and we've retraced from that 30 mark that we just had, so basically $120 from a few bad trades that I was taking early on in the day. However, now we're starting to rebound, and now I'm really on a roll, and we just carry on this momentum. Right, now about 15 minutes later, we are dumping. This is the 3rd or 4th 5-minute candle that's just dumping basically. However, as the candle is about to close, as you can see on the left side, Delta is rolling over just a little bit. Some buyers are stepping in. Instant 10 points again. As the buyers step in, as the candle closes, and basically sellers are looking to take profit, I take my 10 points. Right, now moving on to the last trade. As you can see, it's been about an hour since I've last traded. We've been consolidating at the zone between 780 and 620. It's a bit of a range. However, judging by the size of the candles, which are like 100 points, it's not humongous. Delta is diverging here as the candle is about to close, so I will be entering short as the new candle opens, hoping for a little bounce. There we go, an instant 10 points, ending 224 on the day, about £120 in profit. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or actually, I won't see you tomorrow because Friday is a holiday. I'll see you guys on Monday.